What's going on, guys? Just finished my second weekend of BMOQ, the reservist course for weekends. It's about 8:30 right now. I got home a while ago, to be honest, but I didn't make this video yet because I was unpacking and doing laundry because we sweat this weekend, I can tell you that much. Holy! Whew! But yeah, look at my hair, it's so messed up. As usual, it's fine. But yeah, so what did we do this weekend? So Friday we did like some classes and stuff. We did drill, but then Saturday morning we had a 5 a.m. our first rucksack march. So we did 5K ruck march. So we had our small packs on, and our boots, and our CAD pad, and our tack vests, and our helmets. No weapons, not yet. And we did that, and that was like tough. Like I was like, whoo, dying. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna start doing like more weighted marches on my own time, because we have to do 13K as the army standard, the military standards, do 13K fully loaded ruck with your weapon by the end of the course. So I better get on that. Oh yes, so after that PT we had an inspection, and our inspection was like okay, but then we had classes and yada yada. And we kept messing up the total number of people that were present, because when you go into like a classroom and you're reporting to the officer who's teaching the lesson, or the like senior person who's teaching the lesson, our course senior has to report how many students are in the class, or like students, yeah, how many people are present, if anyone's missing, if anyone's in the bathroom, if anyone's wherever. And basically we had a problem doing that multiple times, so they decided to punish us. And guess what we had to do? More inspections. Oh, what a fun time. So we did, what did we do? So we ate dinner, and they were just telling us like, oh, you know, there's gonna be like a punishment tonight, like you guys have been messing up so much, blah blah blah. And then we finished dinner, and then they're like, go get your like combats, like your tack vest and your helmet on, and come over here and form up. So we formed up, and basically ended up having to do an inspection, which we usually don't do them at night, usually do them in the morning. So we ended up having an inspection, and this is just like so they can be super harsh on us, but the inspection is not where we set up our cots. So we're sleeping in a big like parade square. So our cots are set up on one end of the parade square. So they told us to keep our combats on, helmet and everything, and reset up our cots from that side of the parade square to the other side. Now, you have to understand that all of our stuff was like perfect on those cots on that side of the room. We're all by our sections. We have 4 sections. So our platoon's split into 4 sections. I'm in 2 section. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, so we're all ordered by sections for our cots. So we're doing alphabetical order, and like alphabetical order within your sections. So we had to keep the same order, and they were just doing that to make it extra hard. So we had to like bring everything to the other side, and we had a 15-minute timing. So like it was really tough. I was like sweating, like dripping sweat. Like everyone was so exhausted, and we just ate. So many people felt sick that day. That was tough. And then they're like, stop fucking moving, because we hit our timing for our inspection. So we all lined up beside our cots, and basically they just like ripped us apart, like in terms of like you know, why the fuck is your like, you have threads here, why is the sun down, why is this buckle missed, why is this bag not the same way, why is there no water in your canteen, why is this that, like picking as many things as they can to like point out to us. And then we stood at attention for like 30 minutes or more, which for us, for people who are in the military who may watch this, you're probably laughing right now saying like, oh, you know, that's nothing, you guys haven't stood for that long at all. But for us, coming from like not really standing much, doing drill, like we only had a couple like short drill lessons and stuff, and we have never done a ceremony or anything, right? So it was like a long time to stand at attention for us, like 30 straight minutes. We were like sweating, like crazy. And then they were like, yeah, you're gonna do this again. So we had to take all of our stuff, again, all the way back across the parade square to the other side and reset up everything and get it all ready for inspection again. Fixing everything that we were told to fix. And just like overall comments they had were like, we weren't working as like a team, and like things weren't standardized, we didn't look like we were helping each other, etc., etc. So we had to fix all that stuff, fix your own personal things that were wrong with you. People were just running everywhere basically. We have like no time. It takes about like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to move our cots. And then like after we move our cots, we have to set up all our stuff again, because it all has to be like measurements. Like t-shirts are 8x10, you know, your boxers are 5x5, you have your socks have to be bald, you have your shampoo, conditioner, toothbrush, yada yada yada, on a towel that have to be like spaced out perfectly, your sleeping bag, etc. Tack vest, all the clips have to be done up, helmet strap has to be done up, stuff under our bed just got standardized, well, under a cot I should say. So now we're like running across the parade square, setting up all our stuff again, and yeah, that was tough. We got inspected again, still basically got ripped apart, because they're like, you're never gonna be perfect. They were doing that on purpose because this was a punishment, right? So we're all just like dripping sweat, still exhausted from our 5K march, because we never marched before either with all that equipment. So a lot of us were like super tired, and that first night not very many people slept. Like I heard some people saying they just ended up watching Netflix because they knew they weren't gonna be able to fall asleep. So that's pretty crazy. I slept for like maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours that night. It was so crazy. Then got up, 5K march, inspection, later that night, punishment inspections, like, I was tired. But yeah, the second inspection we had to do, second inspection of this punishment, we had to, again, stand at attention for like half an hour, which is so long for us because we're like brand new, and like, my feet were like numb. Like, I don't know how you guys do it for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, like not moving is so tough. Especially when you're like me and you want to just like fidget. So hard. And so it's just like running down my face, like I'm so uncomfortable. It's great, honestly, it's great. And we got dismissed from that, and we had like classes and stuff. We were learning about like the legal system and legislation, like pieces of legislation, like I'm saying that word wrong I think, but you know what I'm saying, that apply to us in the military. It's really interesting because you're not really exposed to this kind of stuff when you're like a civilian. I mean, I'm still a civilian, but like I'm in the military now. And it's pretty interesting, like, some of the things I didn't know you could do. For example, you can request from the government to know all of the information that the government has on you. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Other things. And then, went to bed really late that night. Got up. I actually slept the second night, though, which is nice. Slept for, like, 4.5 hours. I think it was more like 4 hours, yeah. Let's just go 4 hours. So now I'm up to, 6.5 hours? But it's so tiring, but I love it. It's awesome. They keep you busy, that's for sure. But anyway, so then, so we had our second day, or third day, like Sunday, so today. Got up, we did PT, but we did like circuits. We did like push-ups, sit-ups. We did step-ups, tricep dips, squats, burpees, etc., and like a circuit. And then we had like classes, and we did a lot of drills. So we actually learned how to like salute on the march today, which is like a big deal because that's one of the harder things to do in drill that I know of. I mean, if you're in this again and you're in the military or you're just really knowledgeable, it's definitely like probably things that are harder than that. But to us, it was like a big deal, big milestone. So we learned that today. What else happened? Oh, we had a really great presentation about mental resilience and like mental, not just like how that kind of fits into the military and like ways to cope, or not really like cope, but like ways to like keep yourself positive, like positive self-talk, you know, breathing techniques, setting goals, etc., etc. So I think that was really great. I think our platoon enjoyed that. Sorry, let me just reposition myself. Oh, this sweater is nothing to do with the military, by the way. This is just a random sweater. But yeah, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, we learned that drill stuff, and we had that presentation, which was great. Ate some great food. They have the best caterer. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And then I'm sure we did other things in there, But we had to do this like assignment where we had to write a memo basically, and I did not do it, which was bad, obviously. I'm not gonna like say anything about that. Like, I take full responsibility for not doing it. But anyways, so we basically got like in trouble for that. Basically just told like, you can't be doing this, like you need to follow orders, etc., etc. So now I have a new assignment that I have to do. I have to write an essay by the next BMOQ date, which is this Friday. So I'm gonna get on that tomorrow, get it out of the way. We also got our weeklies, which is like kind of just like a summary of how we're doing. So it says like below standard, at standard, or exceeds expectations in multiple sections. Like I think there's one like interest/loyalty. There's like what's that word? There's a better word for this, but like the way you carry yourself. I forget the actual word. And like your uniform, like the way you look, basically, like how clean you look, etc., etc. So that was basically kind of like an inspection type of mark, because that's where they're getting that info from. Physical fitness, yeah, just things like that. We get graded kind of, per se. So that was all pretty good. I mean, I did well. And yeah, lots of room for improvement, of course. Always room for improvement. But yeah, overall, I'm still enjoying like this whole thing. It's still awesome. It's a really great break. We're starting to gel a bit more now. Yeah, it's just like interesting. I really encourage you guys, like, now that I'm learning so much about the military too, because we always have lectures and stuff, right? Like, Canada is like, we're like a very current times, or like modern military. Like our rules and everything, like, just look into it. It's very interesting. Very interesting. If you're into that kind of stuff. But yeah, I would really encourage you guys, if you have any interest in like doing this at some point in your life, just do it, because your application is going to take a while. And if you're just doing reserves, you could just do reserves and like try it out, get the feel, see how you like the whole environment of just like being around people in the military, being treated as a person who's in the military, all those expectations and everything. Just try it out at some point in your life. Like, there's people in our platoon that are like there's a very large range of ages, let's just say. You know, you got me, fairly young, I'm 19. There's only, I think, 3 other people who are under 20. And I think we have about 50 people. Then we have all the way up to like 50, almost, like 49 or 50. So, like, just do it. Just do it. It's awesome. Great experience. And yeah, I'm gonna go fix some things on my uniform, get my laundry done, and start a training plan to get that 13K to become an achievable goal, or make sure it's undoubtedly an achievable goal. So yeah, that's everything, guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, obviously. Tell me what you want me to like talk about in these videos, because I'm really just kind of rambling about what happened this weekend. I mean, it's still insightful, I guess, but I don't really know if you want it to be more structured. It can't be too structured, though, because I always do these when I'm really tired. Like, I'm running on very limited sleep again. But yeah, just let me know. I know my tripod skills are pretty bad. It's probably like this. So I apologize for that in advance, but the content is there. So yeah, that was my second weekend. My next weekend is this coming week. This coming weekend, like this Friday. So yeah, let me know what you want to see, and I'll let you know how that one goes as well. They're definitely punishing us at our next one, because we really messed up a lot, like, this weekend. So they even said, like, yeah, we're not forgetting about this, so don't be surprised next weekend when we do some fricked up crap. But yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, as always, and I'm gonna get some sleep now.